4 undefeated fighters, 3 major clashes, 2 world championship belts, and 1 star's homecoming. Tonight, undefeated 1 atomweight world champion, Angela Lee, returns home to Singapore with her belt for the first time. She defends her title against 2-time Muay Thai world champion, undefeated Estela Nunez. The 1 welterweight world champion, Ben Askren, puts his perfect record on the line against an undefeated Aguilan Tani, looking to become the first ever Malaysian mixed martial arts world champion. And the inaugural 1 grappling super match between 3-time 1 lightweight world champion Shinya Aoki and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion Gary the Lion Killer Tonin. It's 1 championship, Dynasty of Heroes, live from Singapore. Next.
That's a 1 Super Series Muay Thai clash set for 5 rounds of action for the world title. Thailand versus Great Britain, both at 22 years old. Haggerty, the taller of the 2. Let's go to Dom Lau for our introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. 5 rounds of 3 minutes for the 1 Super Series Flyweight Muay Thai World Championship. Our 3 judges scoring this bout at ringside are Ian Cartwright of Canada, Jonathan Lai of Canada, and Rob Cox of the United Kingdom. Bangkok! Here we go! Introducing first, out of the blue corner. He stands at 170 centimeters tall, holding a Muay Thai record of 15 wins and 2 losses. Training out of Team Underground, Nosy Academy, and Kettle's Gym. Representing the United Kingdom. He is the former 1 flyweight Muay Thai world champion. Put your hands together for Jonathan the General Haggerty. And now, introducing his opponent out of the red corner. He stands at 168 centimeters tall, holding a Muay Thai record of 260 wins and 41 losses. Training out of Jitmuang Non Gym, representing Thailand. He is the reigning and defending 1 flyweight Muay Thai world champion, Rotang, the Iron Man, Jitmuang Non. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Elias Dolapsis.
Red, blue, centering. Please. 5 rounds, Muay Thai. No striking to the back of the head or to the groin. Be strong, be fair, obey my instructions at all times. Touch gloves, good luck, let's go.
It is the rematch the world has been waiting for. And on One Fantasy, the world's largest martial arts fantasy game on the One Super app.
Stand back.
64% of fans are tipping a win for Rotang Jitmuang Non. Michael Chavallo, Mitch Chaucer, Rotang opens up with a leg kicks. High kick there from Haggerty. Checks the low kick. Both men trading legs early. Nice jab from Haggerty. There's the front kick is renowned for. Rear leg roundhouse kick. Rotang took a while to open up last time. Not until the 3rd did he really get going.
Okay. Let's go.
Will he start more explosively tonight? He said he would. He said he'd go in early against Haggerty. Haggerty told us I'm playing to Rodtang's ego. Says Rodtang has a massive ego. Rodtang will want to play to the crowd, and that will open him up. Rodtang looks to the inside and outside thighs. Haggerty left roundhouse kick. Rodtang goes to the liver. A taste of the power early in these 4-ounce gloves. There is no room for error. Good right hand there from Haggerty. There's a front kick in the face, and Haggerty's home. The body shot. The body shot right into the first round. And the aggressive step from Rodtang.
7.
The body shot hurts Haggerty.
Let's go. Box.
And the tank comes forward. Can Haggerty survive? 1 minute 45 remaining. Rodtang goes straight back to the liver. It's a soft spot. The body of Haggerty. The liver punches to the right side of the carcass. There he goes again. Haggerty against the ropes is in trouble. And Rodtang, cool and collected, throws the elbow to the orbital.
Haggerty's got to move. He cannot stand in front of Rodtang like this. He's got to get on that bicycle and start circling now. If his body is damaged, he's got to move. Utilize that push kick, keep that distance. Do not stand in punching range with Iron Man.
Outside leg kick from Rodtang. He's hurt the body of Haggerty. The liver shot dropping the man from the UK. They tie up now. Looks for a dump, does Haggerty. Can't affect it. Throws the knee to the waist of Rodtang. And referee Deluxe corrects it. What a start though from Rodtang, the champion. Good jab there from Haggerty. Rodtang goes back to the liver. He may be telegraphing it. Goes upstairs with a hook of the lead hand. Good right hand down the center corridor. Outside thigh kick. Another digging liver shot like he's digging for oil. That's all about the liver. That's all about the body work from Rodtang here in the first round. And Haggerty goes top of the thigh. Throws an overhand elbow. Puts the jab in the face again. Circles on clockwise. Checks the low kick. He's moving into Rodtang's power side. High kick again. Feet meet mouth. Final 10 seconds on a 10-8 round here from Rodtang. Throws the left hand. Overhand elbow from Haggerty trying to lock the ear up. Van Gogh style. Body shot from Rodtang. Into the first round we go to the towels. Folks, don't forget to follow us on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, at One Championship.
Rodtang goes to the body. Look at that. Hurt him again. You saw it in the first exchange where he went down low with the hook to the body, and then he's kept going after it, finding a home for that left hand right in the liver. Just shut down Haggerty to score an 8 count right at the beginning of the round. That's got to do huge things for Rodtang's confidence. Now he's just got to be prim and look at him calm, cool, and relaxed inside the corner as he enters the second round. This is definitely the Rodtang that he promised. He promised to come out full force, guns blazed, and that's exactly what he's doing. Haggerty needs to find a solution.
It was a perfectly placed liver shot from Rodtang. Driving the knuckles up between the 9th and 10th ribs. Impacting that vagus nerve. It closes down the whole body. Second round set for 5. 10-8 opening round for Rodtang. Front kick there from Haggerty. Very light on the lead foot. Switches to southpaw here against the man from the UK. Rodtang edging his way forward, trying to get inside the phone booth. To land the liver shot again. Haggerty back to him. Orthodox stance. Rodtang goes to the liver. What do you do though when Rodtang is hunting your liver? You drop your arm down, you do that when he goes after your head. Switching stances here, Haggerty.
He's got to stay mobile. He has to keep that push kick coming, utilize those kicks, keep him at distance. Do not let him get close like this.
When Rodtang gets close, Haggerty's got to throw the elbow. He's got to hope to open up Rodtang. That was part of the game plan. Let Rodtang come to him, slice and dice and play with the elbow. Rodtang continually coming forward. So calm, so composed. Chin tuck, looking through his brow. Goes the liver again. He knows that's the sweet spot. And like a target painted on the right side of the body of Jonathan Haggerty. And the knockdown there. Says referee Deluxe, so touch gloves. Halfway through the second round of 5, this world title match. Haggerty with the counter kick. Jab from Jonathan Haggerty, the former world champion. Won the title by defeating the great Sam Galangadal in Jakarta. Lost the title to Rodtang in Manila.
Beautiful evasions of the sweep for Rodtang as he got airborne as Haggerty tried to sweep out that support leg.
Switching starts again. Haggerty from southpaw to orthodox. Orthodox is his preferred stance. Body shot from Rodtang. Haggerty against the ropes, gets off there, drifts back to centre ring. Looks for the inside leg. Want to see the overhand elbows coming to play here from Haggerty. Only a spinning back elbow off the right arm. He goes for a liver shot of his own. There's a front kick to the guts.
Haggerty's got to be careful when Rodtang catches those kicks. You can see how Rodtang's throwing the legs aside, and then he starts digging for those body shots.
Haggerty not coming in with the elbows again on that occasion, though I feel the left side of the head of Rodtang was exposed. Southpaw stage, back leg kick, gets out of the way of the right hand counter. Rodtang comes forward, goes to the liver again. I've lost count of how many body shots to the liver Rodtang has thrown inside of 2 rounds.
And Michael, if Haggerty tries to go in for those elbows, he's going to close that distance and enter Rodtang's punching range. I think he wants to keep that distance and keep that space. That's why he's not coming into those elbows. When Rodtang pumps his fist in the air.
A better round there for Jonathan Haggerty. Don't forget, folks, you scored on a 10-point must system. Give the winner of the round 10 points. The less dominant boxer gets 9 points. Look at this. Is that amazing? To evade the sweep by leaping over the leg while you are engaged in a one-handed clinch with your opponent. You'll only see it in Muay Thai. In one Super Series, it's Rodtang.
Beautifully done. Again, another round probably going to the Iron Man. The champion is showcasing a different level of intensity. He's realizing the moment that is upon him right now, and he is making the most of it. That's a good 2 rounds coming from the Iron Man. Haggerty needs to change things up because right now, this is when Rodtang goes ballistic.
Now, last time at this stage, it was Haggerty who was owning the contest. He easily won the first 2 rounds. The first time they met, not so tonight. He is staring down a 10-8 opening round where he got knocked down, and possibly a 10-9 second round for Rodtang. Big jab going from Haggerty. Rodtang forcing him back against the right. Haggerty doesn't want to go there. Duck from Rodtang, nicely executed. Haggerty needs to get to that deep kick. Needs those elbows. Hooking punches from Rodtang. Haggerty calls him forward. That's usually what Rodtang does to opponents. Is he going to try and open up the ego now of Rodtang? We haven't seen Rodtang slap his face or pound his chest or play to the audience yet. It's been a much more tame Rodtang. Though it's been a very aggressive Rodtang.
This is where Haggerty's got to be careful. He can't engage in these types of exchanges with Rodtang, where he gets pushing backwards, because that's how he lost his footing, got knocked down in the 4th round last time. He has to keep his footwork going, utilize those shots. There's that downward elbow that you were calling for, Michael.
Going for the collarbone tracker. There's a little shot from Rodtang. Haggerty having words with Elias Delopsis. The referee.
Injury time.
Maybe thumb or something in the eye of Haggerty. Some injury time being called here as the doctor takes a look at the eye of Jonathan Haggerty. Haggerty, I feel, is trying to enter into the mental space of Rodtang here in the 3rd. He wants Rodtang's ego to open up so Rodtang will maybe expose himself, maybe leave himself open and make a mistake. There it is, a thumb in the eye of the left hand, accidentally, of course, from Rodtang. It's Muay Thai in 4 ounce gloves. It's the main event of One Championship, and you tomorrow, the first show of 2020. A massive 50 events across all of One Championship's platforms for 2020. Our biggest year is upon us. Jonathan Haggerty needs to find a way to turn the tide here. Got knocked down in the opening round, courtesy of the liver shot. Had Rodtang up in his face in the 2nd round. Rodtang wanting Haggerty to come forward on him. Haggerty refusing. He wants Rodtang to come forward on him. He wants to bait Rodtang. Hope that Rodtang will make a mistake, will slip up, will leave himself exposed. Haggerty on the outside. Rodtang about to up the aggressor meter, it looks like. Good right hand there, jaw rattler from Haggerty. Another one there from the bridge. Rodtang backs him off, body shot, belly button through the back, liver shot, down again. It's deafening in here. The second time Haggerty's been dropped with a liver shot, and he's also cut. Fractured. He gets put on his backside. Here comes Rodtang, here comes the power. Boom to the body again. Referee calls time. Is it a mouth guard dislodged? It is.
He's got to be careful at this point. He's getting sucked into that exchange with Rodtang. He's got to move. Get on that bicycle. Do not play with this dangerous game with Rodtang.
Rodtang going for the finish. Backs off Haggerty again. They are two 22-year-olds. And now you see Rodtang's ego coming into play. The beating in the chest, the slapping in the face. That's what Haggerty wanted. That's the Rodtang Haggerty said he prepared for. Now let's see if he finds an opening. A jumping knee doesn't get through. Here comes Rodtang. The power, the power, the power, the power, the punishment. Haggerty down for a second time in the round. If he goes down once more in this round, it's over.
Let's go.
If he goes down once more, it's over in this round. Here comes Rodtang. Rodtang, 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 Rodtang. It's a meltdown as Rodtang puts the bang in Bangkok tonight. Have a look at this, a man on a demolition mission, back to the liver, then to the temple, goes the liver again, the onslaught, the barrage. This is the tank at his finest. This is the Iron Man, all over and smothering Haggerty. Third knockdown in the round, all over. Have a look at the onslaught, 4-ounce gloves. One of the hardest hitters in the combat world, going to your body like that. Glancing left, powerful right to the orbital. You see the eyes of Haggerty, a little bit glassed there. As he backs off, but Rodtang just kept coming forward. There was no relent. Left hook. Right hand, Haggerty, double forearms guard, has a look, lifts the arms. As he lifts the arms, Rodtang goes the body. And then he goes straight to the center. The solar plexus, followed by the liver shot, followed by the head shot. Boom to the liver, clean liver shot, digs the knuckles in, impacts that vagus nerve, closes down the body, ends the match, retains the world title.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Elias Dolepsis, has called a stop to this contest after 2 minutes and 39 seconds in the third round for your winner by way of technical knockout and still one flyweight Muay Thai world champion, Rodtang.
4 undefeated fighters, 3 major clashes, 2 world championship belts, and 1 star's homecoming. Tonight, undefeated 1 atomweight world champion, Angela Lee, returns home to Singapore with her belt for the first time. She defends her title against 2-time Muay Thai world champion, undefeated Estela Nunez. The 1 welterweight world champion, Ben Askren, puts his perfect record on the line against an undefeated Aguilan Tani, looking to become the first ever Malaysian mixed martial arts world champion. And the inaugural one grappling super match between three-time one lightweight world champion Shinya Aoki and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion Gary the Lion Killer Tonin. It's One Championship, Dynasty of Heroes, live from Singapore. Next.
Wonderful Singapore audience tonight. In the welterweight division then, Ben Askren, probably the best grappler ever, wrestler at least, to change and become a mixed martial artist, defends against Tani, and Angela Lee defending against the Brazilian Estela Nunez. I know that you are looking forward to that one.
For the Atomweight World Championship, Angela Lee defends her belt again tonight. The undefeated Singaporean superstar has showcased a tremendous submission skill set, but recently she has added striking to her ever-improving arsenal, and she will need it as she takes on a two-time Muay Thai World Champion, Estela Nunez, who uses pinpoint accuracy and KO power to stop her opponents, defeating a one veteran to earn her shot at gold tonight.
One of the best stories in this organization has certainly been Aguilan Tani, and he gets his opportunity tonight against the world champion Ben Askren. But my goodness me, that is a big ask, isn't it?
That is a huge mountain to climb. Ben Askren is the most decorated wrestler ever to set foot in a mixed martial arts cage. His unorthodox wrestling style smothers opponents, unable to do anything to stop him. But hoping to do that tonight is the Malaysian superstar Aguilan Tani, undefeated ground and pound specialist, also able to submit opponents from anywhere. This young man's story is just that, a fairy tale, but will it have the ending here tonight?
As always, it's not just about the main event and the co-main event. Just look at this support card. Sebastian Cadestan against Luis Santos is a standout, but I know, Mitch, you're looking forward to that grappling super match.
For the first time ever, we have the very best in the East meeting the very best in the West. Let's go by the numbers. Take out the accolades of Shinya Aoki, the former one lightweight world champion, taking on the Lion Killer, Gary Tonin, a multi-time world no-gi champion. I can't wait. It's going to be amazing.
It is going to be a superb evening. You make sure you stay with us. We won't delay any further. Let's get straight to the opening ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world's most exciting martial arts event, One Championship, Dynasty of Heroes, here in Singapore! And now, here are your athletes. From the Philippines, J.H. Eustaquio!
8-5 professional record from the famous Baguio City, Team Lakai.
From Thailand, Anatbo Burran!
Anapong Bunrad takes on Eustaquio in a rematch of their first fight that ended in a split decision.
From Indonesia, Adrian Mateus! From Thailand,
former One Championship title holder with a 6-2 record, very experienced Muay Thai fighter.
In the grappling super match from the United States of America, Gary Tonon!
From New Jersey in the USA, 25 years old, one of the greatest grapplers on the planet.
From Japan, Shinya Aoki!
The former One Championship lightweight title holder, 34 years old.
From Brazil, Luis Santos!
With a record of 63-9-1.
From Sweden, Sebastian Canesto!
Making his One Championship debut, brings an 8-3 record to the cage tonight.
In the co-main event for the One Welterweight World Championship, the challenger from Malaysia, Aguilan, the Alligator Tane!
A new Malaysian hero has lost a ton of weight getting fit for mixed martial arts and now challenges for the world title.
Reigning and defending champion from the United States of America, Ben Funky Askren!
The best wrestler ever to turn his hand to mixed martial arts, the world welterweight champion.
In the main event for the One Women's Atomweight World Championship, the challenger from Brazil, Estela Nunez!
Professional Muay Thai record of 52-4. Challenges for Angela Lee's title tonight.
The reigning and defending champion from Singapore, unstoppable Angela Lee!
What a reception here in Singapore for the champion, undefeated, her belt on the line.
These are your athletes for One Championship Dynasty of Heroes. We broadcast live to 1 billion viewers worldwide. We are the world's most exciting martial art promotion. We are the champions. We are one.
Pyrotechnics and a mad audience at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. And first up, they see one of their own, the Singaporean Amir Khan against Rajinder Singh Meena of India.
In the blue corner, from India, Rajinder Singh Knockout Meena!
Rajinder Singh Meena, 31 years old, had an 8-1 record when he signed for one championship, and he's struggled a little bit since then at this top level. Needs to make his mark. He's a national champion at Wushu 6 times, a kickboxing national champion twice, and he's been a national boxing champion as well. In mixed martial arts, he'll have to deal with 3 5-minute rounds. Kicks to the head of a grounded opponent are illegal. If it goes the distance, judges will score the bout based on near KO or submission, damage inflicted, striking superiority and ground control, takedown and takedown defense, plus aggression. We score these bouts in their entirety, not round by round. So he's had a bit of a tough time, Mitch, since coming to one championship, looking to make his mark now against Amir Khan. It's not easy, is it, when you step into the one championship cage, athletes at their peak, the very highest level. And this man keen to pursue his ambitions and stake his claim.
Oh yeah, Steve, this is competition in its truly highest form. Singh needs to keep this fight on the feet, man. This is where he spends a lot of his time training. Lots of wrestling defense.
Yeah, come on, let's go, guys. In the red corner, from Singapore,
Amir Khan with a professional record of 6-2, and he's on a 3-fight winning streak. He dropped a split decision to Shannon Wirachai, but he's beaten Waka Umar, Bashir Ahmad, Jimmy Yabo, Vaughn Donaire. Some big names on his CV. He always comes in the cage looking ultra-focused, Mitch, doesn't he? You know this guy very well. Wasn't he a student of yours back in the day?
Yes, he was. He just finished his national service, and we're really excited to have him full-time committed to his mixed martial arts. There he is, surviving a very deep Kimura, an armbar attempt by Vaughn Donaire, but just to gut through it and come back with a submission of his own to capture the W back in November. A very successful repeat showing from this young man here in Singapore. So now that we got him full time, we can expect some big things from Amir Khan.
He's always in tremendously good shape. We've seen him a good number of times, particularly the fans here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. They've been exposed to his talents on a number of occasions. Hard to believe then that he's still only 22, which means he's still got plenty to learn.
Yeah, man, he's just getting started. His coach, Eddie Ung, speaks volumes about this kid. He's so composed, so relaxed, with a composure and a maturity well beyond his years, Steve.
All right then, Amir Khan against Rajinder Singh Meena. When these two big boys stand side by side, this is how it looks. And there's a big age difference, isn't there? Rajinder Singh Meena, 9 years older. He's giving away 4 centimeters in height.
The very well-rounded skill set of Amir Khan might be the difference maker in this contest at lightweight.
Ladies and gentlemen, and fight fans from all around the world, welcome to the most exciting mixed martial arts event, One Championship! Live from Singapore and broadcast to over 1 billion people in over 118 countries. This is One Championship Dynasty of Heroes. So get ready, Singapore, for a night of non-stop mixed martial arts action. And now, this fight is 3 rounds of 5 minutes in the One Championship lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is an SFL lightweight champion, standing at 176 centimeters tall, holding a professional MMA record of 8 wins and 5 losses. Representing Cross Train Fight Club and fighting out of New Delhi, India, make some noise for Rajinder Singh Knockout Meena. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is a Singaporean Muay Thai champion, standing at 180 centimeters tall, holding a professional MMA record of 6 wins and 2 losses. Representing Evolve MMA and fighting out of Singapore, make some noise for Meilleur. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Yuji Shimada.
Okay, come up. Okay, 5 minutes, 3 rounds, no headbutting, not growing, no offense, always obey my command. Touch gloves. Corner.
Yuji Shimada wearing what looks like a Borg implant if you're a Star Trek fan. It's actually a camera, we'll call it ref cam. We will see some shots, a UGI view of what's going on at some stage during the course of the inning.
Ready?
This is Rajinder Singh Meena against Amir Khan. Khan wearing the black trunks and he comes out very forcefully.
Immediately, Khan comes in, closes the difference, almost forgot about the hand touch, and immediately went to work. He's attacking that inside leg. He says he's not sure what he plans on doing in this contest. He's just gonna let it flow and just see what comes out.
Stands nice and side on, doesn't he? Switches stance as well, as you can see there. Open hands. Perfect kind of stance for mixed martial arts, isn't it? Left jab picked off Rajinder Singh Meena very skillfully there.
Attempting to close the distance, stay nice and tight. I like how he's switching back and forth between stances. Nice and upright though for Khan as he ducks under there.
Yeah, still filled with the pyrotechnics. Oh, that's a nice kick, although it was caught by Rajinder.
Yeah, but most of it was caught by his head. As Khan begins to go to work, Meena's got to move.
Big roar from the crowd here in Singapore.
Meena answers back with a big right hand, but before his effort gets taken down to the mat, now he's got Khan on top of him. Content to stay in half guard, not even that leg's not even doing anything. He could easily slide over into mount, but he just chooses to sit there and ground and pound. Meena's got to move.
Elbows as well as fists, and it's over. Yuji Shimada has seen quite enough, thank you. And to the rapturous roaring of the crowd here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium, Amir Khan clocks up his 7th career victory. And he gives the side post a bit of a kick there, tosses his mouth guard to Eddie Ng, and that was a very, very triumphant victory. Look at the way he landed that jab there and then got out of range as Rajinder swung that left hand at him. Knees to the head coming up there. Ingo the forearms as well. His man with his back to the cage, swinging in left and right, evading the big arm punches from the Indian. And with some blood there dripping onto the canvas, it was just about the right time that Yuji Shimada stepped in to call it a day. And it's another notch in the win column for Singapore's Amir Khan. Here's Dominic Lau with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee Yuji Shimada has put a stop to this fight after 1 minute and 29 seconds in the first round. For your winner, by way of tap out, Amir Khan!
Amir Khan, your winner, improves his record to 7-2, and a very composed victory it was too, in front of his home fans here who really enjoyed that. Mitch Chilson is in the cage with your winner. Let's hear from the Evolve MMA fighter.
Singapore, I am here with your winner, Amir Khan! Amir, that was very relaxed, very composed work out there. You just finished your national service here in this great country of Singapore. How does it feel to get the W here tonight and home?
I mean, it feels freaking good. I mean, I knew coming in this fight, I knew I was going to whoop him, but it was easier than expected. I wanted to take my time. I wanted to go with the flow. But it happens, yeah.
Very impressive, Amir. Anything else you want left here at One Championship?
I want, like, the next fight, maybe one of the top guys out there. I mean, I want to just prove myself, you know, that I belong in the top good dogs.
Amir Khan won the top dog. There you have it, Singapore. Your winner, Amir Khan.
He's aiming for the top, Amir Khan, and with the might of the Singapore fans behind him here at the indoor stadium, he has got every chance of doing that. So much more to come here. Dynasty of Heroes, and we are coming right back.
Optimus Prime, do you seek redemption?
I do.
Right, stop! Can't do this!
When all seems lost, a few brave souls can save everything we've ever known.
I want to stay, and I want to fight them.
The operation is over.
We're not giving up on Prime!
To many, this dot is just the end of a sentence. Over, done, finito. But at GoDaddy, this dot, your domain name, is the beginning of something awesome. Use it to create a website. Open an online store. Build your brand. You can even connect a domain to your LinkedIn or Facebook page. And GoDaddy customer support is always ready to help. What will you do with your domain name?
Whatever's in there, this isn't a tomb. It's a prison.
Do you have any idea what you have unearthed? She's unlike anything we've ever faced. The ultimate evil.
She did something to me.
I know you're a good man.
Sacrifices must be made.
Where does that leave me?
With a choice.
Come to me.
The Mummy.
The Singapore Sports Hub in the eastern part of the country, and doesn't it look a picture? This is a state-of-the-art facility, and inside the Singapore Indoor Stadium we have a rocking atmosphere, and so many of them are here to see this woman, Angela Lee, the world atomweight champion, a phenom with a smile as broad as her talent. She's fighting Estela Nunez tonight. Everybody is looking forward to that one here.
I'm really excited about Angela Lee and Estela Nunez.
Estela Nunez is a brilliant kickboxer from Brazil.
She's known for her Muay Thai.
She has incredibly fast hands and beautiful kicks. And she also transitions very well into a grappling game.
She has such a fine set of Muay Thai skills that's going to pose a problem for somebody like Angela Lee. But then you look at Angela Lee's last fight, and she's like a striker reborn.
I'm not scared to stand and bang with anyone. I think that's the one thing that separates me from other fighters. I'm not scared to stand on my feet, and I'm not scared to take it down to the ground where I know a lot of girls, aren't strong. I don't think our fight's going to go to a decision.
A Angela Lee é uma ótima adversária, eu também sou uma ótima adversária para ela. Então a gente vai fazer uma ótima luta, não tem o que temer.
Her and her team have kind of been, calling for this fight for a little while, and I've seen it on social media, so I know she's game, and I'm super game too.
O que torna essa luta mais especial é você ir em Singapura, que é a casa dela, né? Que ela é a dona do cinturão agora do UFC, que é a Angela Lee. Então, eu chegar lá e tirar o cinturão dela, isso é mais que especial.
Angela Lee is a rock star in Singapore. So I can only assure you that the hometown support is fully behind their new hero, Angela Lee.
That is the belt they are fighting for. Angela Lee, our final fight of the evening, and the crowd are just baying for that one. But there's so much to come between then and now. Next on your dance card, in the flyweight division, Jae Eustachio against Anatpong Bunrad.
Let's go, everybody! In the blue corner, from the Philippines, Jae Gravity Eustachio!
Jae Eustachio. We've seen him quite a lot of times in the One Championship cage, and it never gets stale. He's a really lovely young man, bright-eyed as you can see, loves his craft, loves to train, loves to fight. Very, very pleasant indeed to speak to. Has an 8-5 record from the famed Team Lakay in Baguio City, where wushu is their strength and mixed martial arts is becoming their speciality. They fought once before, Mitch, and that was a banger.
It was a barn burner. Check out some of this back and forth action. These two went at it. They had their hands ready, their feet off the chain, and they were throwing. It was a very razor close decision in that barn burner of a first fight. And I asked Jae, I was like, what can we expect in the rematch tonight? He looks at me and says, round 4.
I love it. 4, 5, and 6 perhaps. So Bunrad was the winner by split decision, but they've got a common opponent in Gianni Suba. Bunrad lost to Gianni, but Jae beat him. So, you know, any way you look at it, this one is very, very close. And there's a lot of expectation and anticipation for this one. 2 TKOs, 2 submission wins, 4 wins by decision. Jae Eustachio, the pride of the Philippines, getting bigger and bigger, that nation, in terms of mixed martial arts, and one of the strongest countries to represent in the One Championship cage since the very start.
Yeah, 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 come on. In the red corner, from Thailand, Anatpong Bunrad!
Anatpong Bunrad has a 5-2 professional record. He is 30 years old, 2-1 in the One Championship cage. He's a karate black belt, 16-2 amateur kickboxing record, 7-1 amateur MMA record. Never been finished in mixed martial arts, and 4 of his 5 wins, Mitch, have come in the first round. And I love the deliberate way he's making his way to the cage. Nobody is rushing this guy.
Very calm, very relaxed backstage. I asked him about his style and his background. This young man speaks 4 languages. He was raised in Belgium, and it's really interesting to listen to him talk, to hear a Belgian accent coming out of a Thai fighter. And as we go back and take a look at some of his skill sets, we can see the karate black belt coming off his master. But he's got an 80% finishing rate and a very quick starter. He likes to finish fights in the very first round, Steve.
Taking a little sip of water and greeting his team just before he gets into the cage for the rematch. Yuji Shimada will give him that quick seeing to just before he steps in. does look very, very calm and together, doesn't he? He's been there before against this opponent and came out slightly on top. What do you think that does for a man's confidence, even though it was very close?
If you know you got to win in the first one, it only adds to your confidence going into the second one. But this time, he wants to make a definitive statement that erase all doubt that he was the victor and he deserves to have his hand raised here in Singapore.
On the other hand, it must enhance the determination of the Filipino. We're about to see how it will all go down. When they stand side by side, you can see that Anatpong Boonrat is 2 years older and 7 centimeters taller. That could be quite significant.
Both gentlemen are very close in grappling, but we give a slight striking advantage to Eustaquio, but very slight, just because of his recent experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is 3 rounds of 5 minutes in the One Championship Flyweight Division. And it's brought to you by Ma Private Limited. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a Wushu Zonda champion, standing at 163 centimeters tall, holding a professional MMA record of 8 wins and 5 losses. Representing Team Lakay and fighting out of Baguio City, Philippines, he is J.H. Gravity Eustaquio. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the right corner. He is a Shinhai Shinkai Karate champion, standing at 170 centimeters tall, holding a professional MMA record of 5 wins and 2 losses. Representing Phuket Top Team and fighting out of Brussels, Belgium, from Thailand, please welcome Anatpong Boonrat. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Olivier Post.
Alright guys, watch out for headbutt, low blow, back of the head and spine, alright? Don't grab the fence. Listen my comment all the time, defend yourself at all time. Touch grab if you want, back your corner.
J.H. in the red trunks, Anatpong in the black and green. This is the rematch. Split decision.
Ready?
Anatpong Boonrat, the winner, first time around, and here we go again. This time at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. J.H. takes center cage.
Round 4, Steve. Here we go. Nice and loose. J.H. light on his feet as always. Boonrat expects J.H. to take him down at some point in this fight because he doesn't want to stand and bang with him again. But J.H. says, whatever happens, happens. I am perfectly comfortable knocking this guy out on the feet.
18 amateur kickboxing fights, Mitch. What do you see in his stance there that gives that away?
Very relaxed. I like how he changes feet right there. As he stepped forward, he immediately dropped into that kick. Beautifully done. Good footwork coming from Boonrat.
Kick to the inside of the leg there from the Wushu specialist, J.H. Eustaquio. 1 minute down in what is, as Mitch said, effectively round 4, their second match.
You can see Boonrat switches his stance from left to right. He says that's actually from his karate style that he learned that from. He consistently be changing stances to confuse and baffle your opponent as he lands a nice little body shot right there.
A vicious coming together of shins there. And not a flinch from either one of them. Which I will never stop finding amazing. And the Singapore crowd here, eyes wide on this one.
Connects with a high kick there, consistently pushing forward. Good pressure coming from Boonrat.
Just so calmly did a 360 there, J.H. Seems very at ease in the cage.
He's like kind of spinning away to take that take kind of the power away from it. But in doing that, you kind of show that you're being controlled and maneuvered by your opponent's strikes.
Right, left from Jay, but they fell short, those punches.
Man, that left hook comes with
Oh,
some
right
serious
hand was a
speed.
decent one, wasn't it, from Anapong?
Boonrad just sticks his tongue out at him. Good movement coming from Jay, nice and light on his feet. You can almost see like he knows the movements of Boonrad. He's able to anticipate very well as they tie into the clinch. Jay presses Boonrad up against the cage to kind of dictate control. A little bit of a strength advantage possibly coming from Eustaquio.
Just looked for a little left hook, didn't he, as they were coming off the cage wall there.
I like how Jay exits the clinch with that hook. He's always done that, and he always continues to do that. Just kind of put a little bit of a stamp on the exchange there and possibly land that big left hook that he likes so much.
But it was a way off, but it looks nice, doesn't it? It's a nice tight economy of effort swing there he's got.
Okay.
Look at that high guard that Anapong Boonrad has, the right hand exchange. He claps his hand, keeps that right hand very high, up above the forehead even.
Because you have to do that with a striker like Jay, who throws that huge left hook, and it comes from all angles. He's got short hooks and he's got long hooks as well.
Very light on his feet, the Filipino, isn't he?
Yeah, all these Team Lakay guys have great footwork, nice and explosive. They really like to use that push kick as well. Jay is more of a puncher though, but he does like to attack with those rear leg body shots.
He's got a very easy movement about him. No facial expression to speak of, he just seems calmness personified. It's the way he stepped back out of that kick there, took it on the bicep in the end, but so calm, such confidence in his own timing. Decent kick to the midriff there for the Filipino. And Boonrad stays in that pocket.
Attempting to spin, there is Jay.
Just in this final minute, they're getting a little bit cleaner with the punches and the kicks.
Very close round in the striking. I would hate to be a judge here because this is a very well-matched opening round here of the rematch.
Well, you needn't worry, Mitch, because we'll go to Rich Franklin and get his assessment. We'll put the pressure on him. 20 seconds left of the opening 5 minutes.
You've got the forward pressure of Boonrad to kind of control the cage, but then you've got the counter striking of Jay.
That tongue just got stuck out again from Anapong Boonrad. Right hand was a very nice one, and he followed up with the knee, and Jay continues to look very calm. And there's a little bit of animosity. That might not be the right word, but they're just teasing each other there at the end of that round.
Yeah, you got to let them know who's in charge. Back and forth action in that first round. We did see Boonrad consistently push forward. Rich, what did you see?
I'll tell you, I like the style difference between these two guys. Boonrad is the kind of guy who plants, Jay floats around. Where I saw the difference in that first round is when those two guys clinched and when they broke, and you made the comment about him throwing the hook. Even though it didn't land, it seemed like after that clinch, Jay really started to find his rhythm there. At the end of the round, he started landing more leg kicks, throwing more combinations, landing punches off the leg kicks. At the beginning of the round, I had like Boonrad was ahead on the striking category, but at the end of the 5 minutes, if I were to give a decision at this point, I would give it to Jay Eustaquio.
5 minutes down. 10 to go, but as we've said, it's effectively round 4 of their 2 matches. What we won't do is take the cumulative scores from the first match and add it to this one, although we might as well, it was so close. Second round then. We're at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. This is One Championship, Dynasty of Heroes. Jay Eustaquio in the red trunks to the left of your screen. Thailand's Anapong Boonrad in the black and green.
Jay's landing a lot of that inside leg kick. He just shuffles forward, slides right in, and tags Boonrad on that inside thigh. You can start to see a little bit of bruising developing on that front leg of Anapong Boonrad. Good movement there by Jay. He's so relaxed, even dropping his hand, moving his head out of the way as
like
Boonrad pushes forward.
Didn't even have much room to make that movement. He just used the cage wall as best he could to stay out of range, showing tremendous awareness, spatial awareness this evening. Jay. Oh, as he came in, he got caught by a right hand. clattering coming together of the limbs. Jay just showed him the right hand there and landed it there, threw it from low.
Like that counter striking, I think Rich Franklin had it and hit the nail on the head. Jay's timing is seeming to improve. He's able to slightly evade punches and come back and land shots of his own.
And just then, although we've commented that Jay is light on his feet, and he continues to be so, but when he throws with ferocity, he plants his feet and just makes it that more solid. Great kick, caught Bunrad on the side of the face, and then Bunrad caught the leg. This could be the best I've seen Jay Eustaquio.
The eyes that we've seen from Jay as he's seeing these punches coming. It's like time slowed down and he's bringing Bunrad into the matrix.
Anapong Bunrad.
Good movement there as Bunrad starts. Now Jay's the one taking center control of the cage. So something's starting to change within the set of this fight. The complexity is starting to shift, and it's interesting to see how it's taking place.
Midway through the second round.
Action!
And Olivier Coste calling for action. Jay smiles. Bears his mouth guard for all to see. Right hand was a very nice one from the Thai, but it just caught Jay as he was going away, so he took the zest off it.
Jay tried to back away, but he actually, Bunrad made the adjustment and came forward a bit more, lunging into the punch, which enabled him to make contact.
This is certainly the easiest in terms of movement I've seen Jay. He looks very relaxed, very fluid.
He's starting to connect more on these shots. These counter shots are starting to land. You've got to see a striking superiority shift heading towards the Filipino. There's that push kick. He hasn't thrown a lot of kicks in this fight except that inside leg kick. You're used to seeing Jay throw lots of push kicks off that front leg, and we're not seeing him as tonight.
1:15 left. This is the second round of a rematch between these two. Jay just smiles at him there because he warded off that kick. Comes back with a low kick, and it was a no-look kick. A little bit like the no-look pass in basketball. The eyes deceive. Left, right from the Thai fighter.
This is exactly what we saw in the first contest. Back and forth action, but this time Jay seems to have figured it out in this round, and he's starting to counter very well.
The Filipino offering his jaw there for a moment. He is so confident about his ability to just move his body out of range. Bunrad maybe getting a little bit frustrated here at not being able to land his biggest punches or kicks on this very fluid Filipino who goes for the spinning back kick.
That's exactly it, Steve. He's just a slight step behind. I'd like to see him change his strategy in the third round. He's got to mix things up somehow. And as we go back, I think this is the cyborg camera you were talking about earlier there, Steve. This is the UG cam there. See, there's that nice right hand. He closed that distance, came in nice and tight, connected with it because he was able to get closer and really shrink the distance there. Rich, what do you have for him?
Well, you saw the replays. Each of these guys land in a right hand. But I think that the story here is the fact that Jay is able to start putting combinations together in bunches. He's landing kicks, and he's also landing strikes off the combinations. Bunrad, on the other hand, is just one strike at a time. He's not really accumulating the way they should. So on the striking superiority, which is the bulk of the scoring at this point in time, Jay ahead. I have him winning the fight after 10 minutes of action.
Third round coming up. Eustaquio against Bunrad.
Back.
Jehe Eustaquio's career for me has been characterized by intense concentration. It's almost like he doesn't blink, looks at his opponent, stands in the pocket. But this is quite different. He's more relaxed, very, very fluid in his movement, tremendous awareness of the space around him, able to just pop out of range, but smoothly. Very, very different fighter. And that's what was needed, because he lost the first fight. Something needed to change for him to win the second. We're in the third round, and at the moment, things are looking good for him.
Yeah, he really definitely learned from the first fight, made the corrections, and is making those corrections here tonight.
Kick to the midriff and followed up with a right hand, Eustaquio. The frustration must be starting to tell for the Thai fighter, because it's just not working out for him. He's certainly not getting massacred here, there's no question of that. But as you said, Mish, he's just a step short, almost at every turn.
Yeah, Jehe's just a hair faster. He's just got really the timing and the distance figured out in this contest. He's able to evade punches, come back, land shots of his own, and he's just a little bit faster.
Continues to take the outside of the cage and smiles again at his opponent. And they get to close quarters, then the aggression starts to come from Anapong Bunrad. But he's not getting close enough, frequently enough.
This is really beautiful striking at its highest form. You can see as Jehe throws a strike, his head is just off the center line. He's constantly moving his head from left and right, avoiding the counter shots or the first attack by Bunrad.
We have seen, and it's coming on for 18 months, 2 years now, a tremendous transformation from the Team Lukai fighters. And it's now manifesting itself in Jehe Eustaquio. This is the best I've seen him. A different fighter. He has adapted.
Go guys, that's round.
Jehe has really got Bunrad confused. I don't like the way Bunrad's lifting up his back leg as he's throwing that right hand. You really lose a sense of power and your ability to generate force if that back leg picks up when you throw that right hand. He's got to plant that foot, throw it forward, close the distance, and move forward.
Clipped him with the forearm there. Eustaquio seems to have an endless supply of offensive weapons. Left and a right from him. Just over 2 minutes left in this final round. Left, right, left from the Filipino.
With that jab. And there's that push kick. But Bunrad's trying to close the distance, and he's trying something different there.
That was the epitome, though, of what I've been talking about, how he can just move out, it glides out of range. Really is becoming a thing of beauty. And they're very knowledgeable here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. They're appreciating this. It's a combination of defensive mastery and offensive brilliance.
But he's able to deliver damage and evade any sort of counter strikes. His head is always in the right place, just out of the way of Bunrad's offense.
Takes a right hand to tie. Just ducks under that right hand. This is masterful from Eustaquio. Wow, what might happen though with just over a minute left as they go down to the mat for, this is the first time, isn't it?
Yeah, Bunrad is a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so let's see what he's got here like on the ground. If he starts to step over that leg, Jehe closed up the full guard, so now he's not going anywhere. Immediately starting to strike from the bottom is Jehe.
Surely Jehe is actually causing the most damage here while they're on the deck. He's got his back to the canvas, throwing in elbows to the top of the head and to the forehead there. Very damaging the sharp point of the arm.
Bunrad's got 30 seconds. I'd like to maybe see him drop down for a possible leg lock. He's got to throw up a Hail Mary and go for something here, because he's not going to do it from this position. He can't finish in those last 30 seconds.
We're inside the last half minute, Mitch. And the face of the fight has changed, but surely not enough time for the Thai fighter to make it count for him.
Watch out the kick.
Oh, good sweep for Jay-Hay to end up on top.
I think his shorts may have got ripped there in that move.
Now Jay-Hay's the one on top, delivering up a ground and pound to end the round. Good fight.
End the round and end the fight. 6 rounds between these two. The first 3 were won by Anupong Bunrad by a razor. This second 3 will be determined by the judges. Rich Franklin is with me. Rich, let's get your thoughts.
Look, this is a fight that's a classic fight of not two guys being conservative, but two guys being very calculated with their striking styles, and 2 completely different striking styles. That's a great replay there of Jay-Hay just landing combinations. After 15 minutes of action, I have Jay-Hay. If I was to award winning categories, I have Jay-Hay ahead on the striking superiority, Jay-Hay ahead on ground control, even though there wasn't much time there. He did more damage, and Bunrad winning the takedowns. Other than that, I would give the decision to Jay-Hay.
All right, we've heard Rich Franklin. We'll now hear what the 3 judges at Cageside think. It was a very absorbing fight. Dom Lau is in the cage. He has the official news for us. This the rematch. Who's won it?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of intense battle, we turn once again to the judges' scorecards. Judge number 1 scores this bout in favor of the blue corner. Judge number 2 scores this bout in favor of the red corner. And judge number 3 scores this bout for your winner by way of split decision, Eustachio!
As we thought here at Cageside, it's a win for the Filipino. He improves his record to 9-5. It really was a